Integrated Science. This is Miss Satterley. I'm just going to take a few minutes to talk you through the virtual lab, show you where you can find some things. So this virtual lab is going to have you watch a few YouTube videos, and you're going to go through and see if you're looking at a physical or a chemical change. Here's some background information, just talking about matter and stuff like that. So if you have a chemical change, you might see an unexpected color change or odor change, formation of gas, and you know that if bubbles form, formation of a precipitate, and a precipitate is a solid that forms when two liquids are joined together. And then an energy change, which can be a change in temperature, light, and sound. So some of the videos that you will watch, watch the whole thing to make sure you see what's going on. You want to look at some things when you do this. First thing is initial appearance. So what color are the starting substances? What are the other physical characteristics of the substances that you're looking at? After you look at that, you want to note that in this document here, which underneath each of these stations, I have those 4 things that I want you to do. So initial appearance, you just type right into that what the initial appearance of lead nitrate and potassium iodide solution would be. And I'm actually going to go through that video with you and just show you how I would go about this. Okay, the next thing is observation. So what happens when they're mixed together, or what happens in the video? So you're going to just give me a rundown of what you see. So the next thing you need to do is determine what type of change did you just witness? Did you witness a chemical or a physical change? And then you're going to provide evidence. So that just means support your answer. Why did you pick physical change, or why did you pick a chemical change? So if 2 substances are mixed together and you see that there's bubbles forming, you know that has to be a chemical change because there's a release of heat. Okay, before I go through this, I'm going to go back to the classwork tab. Okay, so let's look at the classwork tab where you can find these things. Underneath things to do, here's your virtual lab. So nobody has finished this yet, which is fine. It's not due until tomorrow, and this is what you're working on today. I'm going to show you where 2 places you can get the videos. One, under this week's notes, I have the virtual lab videos. If you hit view material, here's all of the videos. They are in order, and it looks like they go across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So here's the 14 videos that I want you to look at. You can see most of them are very short. They're just simple reactions. I'm also going to show you another way you can access the videos. If you go back to your virtual lab right here, the assignment, you can actually click on them here. So we're going to do station 1 together, and hopefully you all watch this so you can see how I'm doing this. So if I click on this, you can see there's links after each station, and you can actually access those. So you left click on the shower of yellow or whatever it is, and then you'll have a video pop up, and you can click on that again. Okay, so here's my video. I'm going to make it bigger. So lead nitrate, if you look at, is clear, and your potassium iodide is also a clear solution. So that would be my initial observation. So both liquids are clear. So when they're mixed together, you're going to see something that happens. All right, so as soon as these 2 are mixed together, you see that there is a precipitate that forms. So that is an example of a precipitate. So I know that this has to be a chemical change. This is actually called a double replacement reaction. So a precipitate is forming. So let's go back. I think that's the end of the video. Let's go back to here. Okay, so my initial initial appearance, I'm going to say something like lead nitrates and potassium iodide are both clear liquids. Okay, that's good enough. That'll work. My observations. So when both liquids are added together, a yellow solid forms. So you can see it actually was going to autocorrect me and say yellow precipitate, which is what it is. But I'm going to put that down here. So I know, okay, that has to be a chemical change. So I'm going to type chemical change here. And then my evidence is precipitate formation is what I'm going to put. Now you don't have to word this exactly this way. Oh, okay. We're having another one that's on. It's the same reaction. You can see that. So that's kind of cool. Automatically changes. Okay, turn that off. All right, back here. So I want to do something just to make this look a little more obvious about what I added to this document. And I'd like you guys to get into the habit of doing this. I don't care. You can highlight if you'd like. So that looks nice if I highlight. Another thing that you can do is maybe I'll make all my chemical changes blue and all my physical changes I might make red or something like that. You know, just something like that. So do something. Oh, that red doesn't show up very well. Do something that makes your addition to your document stand out. Okay? So that is what you're going to do for this assignment. Again, the videos are over there. They should all be labeled relatively the same thing. Again, there are some chemical changes and some physical changes. I do want to do this one just very quickly. Boiling water evaporating. Well, actually, without watching that, I should know that that is going to be a physical change because it has to do with a boiling point of the substance. So there might be keywords whenever you look at these different things. Again, a chemical change is going to be something that's going to cause something new to form, or you're going to have heat that shows up, or you're going to see light, or you're going to have bubbles form. So some kind of reaction is going to happen. So that's going to be a chemical change. Your physical changes, you're not going to see a lot. You might see some differences. Maybe you go from a liquid to a solid, or maybe from a gas to a liquid, something like that, where the properties are not changing, but the way the material looks is changing. So that's going to be your physical changes. So hopefully this video is helpful. Hopefully you guys watch this video so you can get that those answers to that first video. And if you have any questions, please let me know.